I feel like when I'm running, I'm really free. I feel like I can literally do anything in the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like, I guess by the time we get to Ottawa, it'll have been 2.5 years since my last marathon. But yeah, just excited to finally be getting back into marathon training and getting to race one again.
I feel good, but also nervous because it's my first one. So I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know how I'll feel. It's a new distance. I've done half of that. Now I have to do full. Yeah, I'm excited for it, I guess.
Yeah, it's been awesome working with her. She's just extremely talented and she has a pretty incredible story. So I feel like, yeah, I want more people to hear about it because, yeah, it's really unique and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I feel like she's, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's a superhuman for sure.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I grew up in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. It's a pretty small town, kind of middle of nowhere. It's like 2 hours north of Philadelphia. And yeah, I was just very active. Like I can remember there were a couple times when I was maybe like 7, 8 years old where I would just be bouncing off the walls and my dad would be like, I'm getting the stopwatch. We're going up to the corner and you're going to run around the block as fast as you can.
She was always like super active and like adventurous. Her and one of like her best high school friends would love to do like gymnastic stuff and dancing. They would do like dance routines to like these random songs.
My mom had told me about it. I was like, what's cross country? And she described it to me. And I was like, that sounds kind of dumb. I don't know. I think I'll just stick to soccer. But my now husband, I had a crush on him at the time. And I found out that he was doing it. And so I was like, you know what? If Cody's doing it, I'll give it a chance. That's the real truth of why I started cross country.
She like had a crush on me probably going back to, I think she would say like 6th or 7th grade. And I didn't really show interest until like, I guess my junior year. So like 5-ish years. So it was interesting. I can remember like being in a car when like through a friend like, oh, Cody, Paige likes you. And I'm like, ew, gross. Like, what is this? And I just like, it was super awkward for maybe like a couple months. But then, yeah, everything worked out. It's great now.
Having our own family now. Yeah, it's, like I said, just something I've dreamt about for as long as I can remember having a crush on Cody. So yeah, it's really awesome.
I mean, she's an awesome mother to Nolan. She's very loving and loving and supportive is like 2 big words I would use. Like the life of a professional runner is also, while like it can be super challenging in terms of like fitting in all your races or all your training over the course of a day, it lets her be at home and spend a lot of great time with Nolan while he grows up because like it's time that we won't get back. And so, yeah, I think she's just, yeah, loves the life that running gives her.
So I am from a small village in Kenya. It's called Chelangat village. And then the primary school that I went to is called Chelangat.
How'd you fall into running?
Actually, it's because of my brother, my elder brother, who is, he was running for a really long time when we were growing up. And then after that, when he finished high school, he was able to get scholarship to come to the US to go to school and run. And when I finished high school, he was like, yeah, you can go try it as well. So I did. So I went to the camp and then I started running in 2017 around March. Yeah, 2017 around March. I started running like, that was my first time ever running. I mean, I used to run to school, but that's nothing. That's like just running for 5 minutes, stopping at school, and that's it. So I used to run for like 20 minutes, and then I'm so tired the rest of the day. I just laid down flat up dead.
Mercy? I feel like, I mean, I only started out like racing against her in college, and like that version of her, I didn't actually know her very well. I just knew like if you're racing her, it's gonna be like a challenge. It's like, oh no, she's in the race, she's probably gonna win. But yeah, she's just pretty badass. And then when you really get to know her, you see that she's actually like really chill.
Mercy's great. She's very sarcastic once you get to know her. she can dish it out, which I love, and she definitely loves the sport. You can tell she has like a deep love for what she does, and I think she's really motivated by her family and specifically by her daughter. I think she knows that like she can make an impact in this sport and make an impact on her daughter just by not giving up. And so that's like a huge driving force for her, and it's really inspiring. Like, she's really fun to be around. I love when she's here showing up at practice. Like there might be some days where she's like, oh man, this sounds really hard, or oh man, I don't know if I can do this, but then it always gets done to perfection, and it's always world class. She flies under the radar just a little bit, I think, even in her own mind. But then both Jack and I have consistently seen her just execute time and time again. So, I mean, we have such a high level of confidence in what she's able to accomplish.
Yeah, it's been awesome working with her. She's just extremely talented, and I guess Houston half was like our first real block together. And well, we were training a little bit together in the fall as well, but this was like, or Houston was the first time where we were really matching up for workouts. And yeah, that was like, I was really getting a taste of just how good she is, and she's definitely pushed me quite a bit in workouts. And I mean, that's all you can ask for in a training partner, is someone who's going to challenge you and make you better.
If she wants something, she will go for it. She doesn't, I feel like she's so fierce when it comes to training and racing. And also she's a superhuman because she's a mom. I don't think I can do that. Like having your baby here the whole time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like she's, oh my God, she's amazing. She's a superhuman for sure. I really appreciate what my mom is doing for me, because I don't know. Yeah, I do it in a different way, but I really appreciate my mom. You know what she's doing, because I don't think I can do it by myself. I feel like I'll need a lot of support. So the fact that Paige can do that, come to training every day and push herself and go back and be an amazing mom to our baby, that's mind-blowing.
I think you do find a level of connection with other moms. And so I've seen Paige and Mercy connect over that for sure. I think Mercy's situation is a little bit different because, you know, her daughter is not here in the United States. And so she definitely has a routine where like I'll walk by her at practice or in the weight room or something, and like she's on FaceTime with her mother and her daughter, and she will not miss those calls, and that's great. You know, everything stops for those calls, and I think that is something that I would always support. The whole team would always support that. And so it's really important. It happens every day for Mercy, and it's how she connects with her daughter and her family. And so it's cool to kind of like pop my head into and just say hi and realize like, hey, we're all in this together. Like, this is a journey that Mercy chose because she felt like she could take it really far, and I really respect that.
Yeah, you have a little human depending fully on you, and then also they're looking up to you and seeing what you're doing. And yeah, so it's different. It's kind of like extra motivation, and then yeah, you also have to be better for them because you're basically doing this for them. Yeah, you want to see that you can literally do and be anything when you put your mind to it. Yeah, it changes your mindset for sure.
A big part of it, like it is for many of us, is just seeing how good I can be and yeah, that's what keeps me coming back. I feel like none of us are ever satisfied. We're always like, we accomplish one thing and then we're like, okay, but I want to see if I can go even further with this. And then, yeah, certainly my family, my son, Cody, like everyone who's supported me along the way, you know, like past coaches, college, high school, family, and then my faith.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been like, I guess by the time we get to Ottawa, it'll have been 2.5 years since my last marathon. But yeah, just excited to finally be getting back into marathon training and getting to race one again. Paige was awesome. Postpartum, like she really, and this is like a testament to her personality as well. She has a lot of belief in herself, a lot of confidence in herself. She's super level-headed. And so like, she always approached her postpartum journey as like, all right, I'm going to take the next logistical step, the next reasonable step. She had no forced timeline. I think that's huge. I think in our sport, it's tough, right? Because she did miss the U.S. Olympic marathon trials. And that was a huge importance to her that she had to miss because she had just had a baby. She had a super high level of communication, and she was just very in tune with her recovery and how her body was feeling. And so every week it was just like kind of this really almost painfully slow progression. There's not a lot of immediate gratification in distance running, and I think Paige was really aware of that and pretty much embraced it. And she was so willing to like back off and listen to that and have no timeline that like made her feel like she had to push past something that would maybe put her at risk for an injury.
It's been fun. It's been good to have her train with me, go for easy runs, do workouts together, do some long runs as well. It's been really good. I really have been enjoying Paige's company in this build-up.
Mercy's funny because she has been pretty hesitant about the marathon for a while. But as soon as she was committed to running Ottawa, as soon as it was on the schedule, she's embraced everything that it means to be a marathoner. And I remember she got back to Kenya, and a couple weeks in, I was looking at her training, and all of a sudden it was like she was running over 100 miles a week. I said, Mercy, it's your first 100-mile week? I'm messaging her, and she goes, oh, it was? Didn't even realize it. Just getting used to this pattern of doubling every day. It's what they do over in Kenya. They double almost every day, and got into this pattern of running more mileage, and she's just been handling it really well and crushing a lot of the longer stuff. And honestly, I'm just excited for her to put it together because I think, yeah, this could be her best event.
I think she's like becoming more and more confident in crushing these long runs and longer workouts, and I think she's running like 120 miles a week. So it's like, yeah, you're made for this, girl. Like, you're gonna kill it. I think all of us have like, she maybe still has a little bit of doubt, but the rest of us are like, she's gonna crush it. So it's been fun to be a part of it.
It's one of the reasons why it was so appealing to have them do the same one, so that they could work together, learn from each other a little bit, push each other in the process, but also have somebody to go through it with too. I know we're all excited to go north of the border to Canada to race in May.
It is the capper of Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend. Welcome everyone to our coverage of the Tartan Ottawa Marathon. Arash Badani with you. It is great to have you with us. So many great stories over the years in this competition. The 51st running on a Sunday morning, a cool Sunday morning in our nation's capital.
We are in Ottawa and we are getting ready to run. I am getting ready to run a marathon this weekend. It's gonna be scary because it's a new distance, but all in all, I am excited to start this new journey. So we will see on Sunday. Someone asked me already this morning what success will look like on Sunday, and it's just to be able to get to that finish line. So that's the goal.
So basically, I'm just gonna go be me and do my best. And yeah, whatever happens at the end, we'll take it.
Can you give me 2 words to describe how you feel?
Nervous and excited. Yeah, I think so.
As soon as we committed to Ottawa, something inside of her flipped a switch. That's when I knew this was a new version of Mercy.
The field it's like everyone's kind of in that low to mid 220s PR wise, so it's also exciting because I think, both Mercy and I should be able to be right up front there competing to win as well, which, like time trialing is just never quite as exciting as competing to win a race.
I think both Mercy and Paige have a really calm and collected demeanor about them before a race.
The signature event of Tamarack Ottawa Race Weekend. From City Hall.
So initially, again, the first real bad sickness I had was mid-February when I got the flu. And that was when I had to drop out of the half champs, but the plan had been race half champs the first weekend in March, take a little down week, and then get into marathon training. And basically the whole month of March just turned into sickness, kind of just cold after having that flu. And it would be I would maybe have one good workout and that would give me a little bit of hope that I was turning a corner. And then it'd be a couple days later I'd get sick again. And so we just got to the point where I think it was maybe 3 weeks ago now that I was okay, I just feel like I'm banging my head against the wall here where I'm not fully recovering and not making progress, not where I need to be. And we just kind of ran out of time for Ottawa prep.
And then when Paige ended up getting kind of 2 or 3 different sicknesses in a row, it took her out for a significant amount of time. And so we had to shift gears and shift our timeline and pivot to a different marathon that was a little bit later. And so now Paige is going to run Grandma's in June.
Did you and Mercy talk before or after the race?
She texted me both before and after, and she had kind of texted me a couple times. Before we went to Duluth, she had just checked in with me a couple times and wished me luck. Like I said, it would have been really fun to have her there with us.
So I sent a message before to her and say, good luck with the race you've been training. I feel like she was ready to crush it.
Just really excited and ready to get started. Wish we could just fast forward.
When we first arrived in Duluth, conditions looked perfect. It was going to be high 50s, maybe low 60s. As the weekend went on, it started to get a little warmer, and then all of a sudden, rain started to come into the forecast. And then the night before the race, it looked like there were going to be severe thunderstorms, and the temperatures were even going to get hotter. And then we woke up race day morning, and because of the storms, there was a delay in the start, which meant we were going to be running even further into the heat of the day. And the temps just kept getting hotter. And I think what was so cool, though, about the whole weekend, and I think it's illustrative of the whole build and Paige's whole journey back to the marathon, is she's been so world-class at everything that's within your control.
I was just trying to stay as relaxed as possible and keep reminding myself, like I said, this is still a race. At the end of the day, that's what these competitions are the most about always, right? Is we're all dealing with whatever the day gives us, and at the end of the day, it's who can get to the finish line the fastest. So it's just trying to relax. I tried to go back to sleep when I saw that we had the delay and couldn't really do that, but I did just kind of relax in bed a little bit longer. It was definitely disappointing when we saw the weather change. It had been looking all week long like it was going to be pretty great weather, and it wasn't until 24 hours before the start of the race that we're gonna have to change the race plan, and that's just it's a bummer one, especially when it's been so long since my last one, you know, and it's been like such a long build to get back to this point and get to the point where I was even fitter than I was pre-pregnancy. So to feel like, you know, something so out of your control, the weather just kind of steals that chance from you. You know, like I really had to just sit with that and be like, okay, we gotta change the game plan. And like I was also going into it really excited about the chance to run a PR, run fast. So yeah, kind of had to mourn that a little bit and move on and be like, it's still a race. You still are competing for a win. That's still really exciting. And I feel like, yeah, I was able to make that mind shift.
She's making her debut as Mercy Chelangat, and I think Mercy's going to be up there fighting for the win. She seems really excited for today.
3, 2, 1.
So everyone has been telling me that it's gonna hurt and it's long and it's painful and you have to really like begin like the last 6 miles. You have to dig deep.
Tried to race smart because I don't have the best history with heat and humidity, so that was also like made it a little bit intimidating.
So I already have that like mentally. I already know it's gonna hurt at some point. So I was like, okay, I just have to just keep going. If it started hurting too much, I just have to put my leg in front of the other to the finish line. So that was my plan initially.
Okay, we gotta get through 26 miles in this. So I felt really, really relaxed. Like coming through halfway, I was like, yeah, no doubt I'll be able to keep this rolling. But that's kind of what I've learned with humidity is sometimes it just, when it hits hard. So yeah, I just had this very heavy legged feeling for like the last 10 miles of the race. And especially around mile like 2021 is where I just felt like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this thing.
Meanwhile, on the lead woman, Meseret Gebre has given up the lead to Mercy Chelangat. And this is Chelangat who's really put an emphasis on her training over the last 6 months or so. Admittedly, it's now a 24/7 commitment, sleep, recovery.
I usually think about my family so much if it gets to be really hard. Like like mentally, I'm chanting their names in my head, and I'm telling them just send some kind of magic strike. Just think about my daughter, think about my mom, think about my brothers, think about like other people that are important in my life, and tell them please send some juju.
I mean, what a way to get used to it by winning. You know, like what an incredible debut.
I don't know what the hell just happened, but what was going through my mind? It's painful, but I can do it. I feel like I was strong to do it, and I was ready to do it. Thank you.
Just to see how excited Paige was, and then watching the live stream back, like Paige is literally running alongside Mercy as she's about to finish the race. That was cool. It's cool to have teammates that are just invested in each other, truly invested in each other.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, I'm just blown away. I mean, I knew she could do it, and she looked so good when I dropped out, and yeah, I'm not surprised, and I'm thrilled for her. Yeah.
I didn't think it will happen. It didn't cross my mind at all like before the race. That was amazing. I'm like, yeah, this is like just having somebody to get to do this with every day is a privilege, and it's something really amazing that I wish everybody could be able to experience. So yeah, it's great, it's amazing. I like that the fact that we are able to do this together in training and do it as well in racing. So it's amazing. I love it. I love having her around, training with her.
It is kind of like, yeah, a perfect metaphor for what the entire block looked like. It was just fighting to the finish. Yeah, fighting to get to the start line and then fight to get to the finish. Yeah, it was just really tough. Probably like after the halfway point, I started just getting some dead legs. Yeah, didn't know if I was gonna be able to finish. So yeah, I'm really proud of just staying in it and doing everything I could. And yeah, I think third was the best I was gonna do today. So proud of fighting for that.
What did you think of Paige's performance at Grandma's?
That was amazing. I don't I don't think I can do that. And also she said that was like the best she could do given the conditions. So she's amazing. She can do much better than that. But given the conditions, she did great. So I'm really proud of her, and I'm impressed actually. That was mind blowing and amazing.
Yeah, there's nothing like the relief that comes when you finish a marathon, like good or bad, like no matter what, it's just like, oh, it's over, like thank God. I think you feel pretty proud of your effort because, yeah, you just know mentally and physically how much fortitude it took to get there.
She's awesome. I'm super grateful that she's my wife. We've like had such an adventure to get to where we are. Like, yeah, I don't think she gives herself enough credit for all the things that she does, like both as a runner and as a mom and as a partner. I probably don't tell her that enough.
The thing that's impressed me the most about her is she's continued to show up every single day and produce world-class inputs without the validation or admiration or accolades that maybe come from world-class outputs. And I just reiterated to her that those outputs are coming. I know they are, because I've seen the way that she operates on a day-to-day basis. You know, you might look at a third place 230 as, hey, that was solid, but she's going to have performances that are way better than that in her future.
I think it's pretty special what they're doing. Not just raising kids, but having babies and coming off of that and being competitive in the sport. It's just really hard. It matters so much to them. And I think it's so inspiring as a coach and just as a human and as a fellow mom to just show up and see that type of motivation. Like, you want to match it. And it makes us all better at our jobs, and it makes us better people too.
Obviously, I'm doing it for myself and because I love it, but also there's another part of me that is like, yeah, I'm also doing this because I want to show my daughter that you can do this. Like, basically, you can be able to run at this level, perform at this level. So I'm doing it because of Audrey, and I want to give her a better life than I did. And also, I want her to see that you can literally be anything and do anything you want.
Yeah, motherhood as this new identity, and something that's so important to me, kind of gave me this new outlet. So I think it's really healthy to have more balance in my life now. And yeah, maybe not be quite as concerned. I think, like, yeah, if you have a bad race, it's like, well, I still have so many blessings in my life, so much like that I love and get to come home to, you know? And then simultaneously, I think, yeah, it's just made me even more motivated to be my best self and, you know, just having Nolan along for the ride now, you know, show him what it looks like to work hard and go after your dreams and just show him that anything's possible.
I want to do this for my family for sure. Yep. Yeah, it means a lot to me for sure.